I have long been lamenting the plundering of our forests, wildlife, and other natural resources, particularly by the Chinese, aided and abetted by a number of very short-sighted Namibians. Why do we not appreciate the gift that Mother Earth is, and the fact that we are blessed to be born in one of the most beautiful places on this planet? But for a cheap buck, we can wipe out the forests that affect our quality of life, the air we breathe, and the rain we're not getting. I finally had the opportunity to sit down with the director of Forestry, Joseph Hailwa, whose ministry has realized that they can no longer turn a blind eye to the rape of our timber.
We had some consultations with the Minister of Environment and Tourism. We had a stoppage of the transporting or harvesting of timber. And then earlier this year, end of January, we agreed with our colleagues at Environment and Tourism that yes, there are some timbers that may there's a need to have all the necessary documents, legal documents, to harvest timber. But there are some timbers that were already cut. Therefore, they are agreed, or they advise us that we may proceed with the transportation of already cut timber, and we cannot go ahead with the issuing any new harvesting permit. Yeah, it is our strong belief that most, if not all, or should be, trucks should move with permits, with a transport permit that issued by our offices in those regions. However, it might be true that some trucks may prefer to travel in the night. What we learned recently is that some of these trucks may not only working through against the forest law or environmental laws, but there are also some other laws that may be trying to avoid, which is not necessarily our task or obligation to stop that, or like avoiding maybe the weight bridge. Is that what we learned recently, was what we are hearing. Yeah, but we normally issuing permits hopefully for them to travel during the day.
I put it to him that some people are just not doing their jobs. And this is what makes it so easy for these wildlife crimes to persist.
Yes, I cannot say totally no. The point you made may not be true or false, but the whole thing is that something is being done. I say that at the moment we are not issuing any further cutting of timber, whatever any person who is cutting timber right now is doing it illegally, and we want to have anybody who said yes, I have seen this person doing this and that. We just act accordingly. It's just like any other crime. If there's a crime acted and the police or any law enforcement could not find that one, it's something else. But at the moment, we are in agreement that we can allow the transportation of those already cut timber. In terms of right trees, we are trying. That's why even if you go to Walvis Bay right now, there are some timbers that are confiscated, that have been, because they are not they were not actually following the right procedures and the right specification. That's why they are taken as a government properties now. In case of now things like road authority or other police and other officials to check this illegal product, they are doing their work. That's why they are discovered, if it's true.
The director of Forestry, Joseph Hailwa, has been identified by investigative journalist John Grobler as one of the main culprits that is allowing the plundering to persist. Hailwa responded to the allegations leveled against him.
The author is saying that they're in my pocket. I don't know, who am I? What is that Hailwa has to convince and to be able to pay everybody in those regions that they are do what they do. That person is unfortunate, is what he opt to say or what opt to think, because even some of the thinking are good wishes that he say I'm already planning to buy a farm wherever. So if that's the case, oh good, maybe he knows something. He's a prophet. He knows what is going to happen.
Forestry Director at the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Forestry, Joseph Hailwa, agrees that more can be done to protect our natural resources.
Timber harvesting, we all agree that there are some room of improvement to allow or to regulate the harvesting of timber. And as we speak now, we are not allowing anybody to harvest new timber. But given the fact that this timber has been cut already, and therefore we cannot allow them, by allowing them again to get rotten in the forest, is more worse than collecting a little bit out of it and then correct the way forward. What is that we should do better to avoid these problems in natural resources